happened over the last sort of 5 years in terms of the growth of Ecobuild.
When you come to something as big as Ecobuild for the last 4 or 5 years, watching it grow and grow and grow, and the noise is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but the reality is that this is not a representation of the mainstream.
If we actually don't get our act together, how long do we have? 2, 3, 5 years? We will be dealing with the big bang. We can do it. The reality is we're not ready yet. We need to become ready. When we're ready, we'll have the tools.
The scale of this thing is absolutely enormous. And so my last barrier is the biggest question that I ask inside government, which is, given the scale of the task, how about a plan?
To achieve anything like 14 million homes, the amount of investment, the amount of innovation, the amount of training, the amount of skills, the amount of new product development that's going to happen needs absolute certainty. And I'm afraid that I think regulation is probably the only thing that will provide that certainty for this industry.
In order to deliver this, it seems to me that you do require to offer consumers no-brainer choices.
And it's how do you embed sustainability, how do you embed energy efficiency as part of that home makeover in a meaningful way.
People are gearing up for this. There's a lot of excitement. People are, we're trying to add more resource to the Green Deal team at DEC. I've absolutely no doubt that the Green Deal is going to go up with a big bang.
3 aims for us: sustainable gains, sustainable legacy, and then start to talk to the industry about what we've achieved.
Our job is to ensure that the performance that we've established on 2012 is the norm, and we continue to produce more sustainable outcomes as we move forward into the future.
We really need to move from mainstream talk and activity around sustainability into mainstream delivery. And that's why, as part of our 3-year plan looking forward, we've said we need to make a shift from a roadmap towards a more sustainable built environment to delivering a business plan. And I think the most exciting thing, and I think, while we're surrounded and we can spend hours, and no doubt you will spend hours listening to people talking about barriers and problems, there is a fantastic opportunity, and really the only thing that stands in the way of us achieving it is people like you and me who can actually get on and change the way that we do business.
Who believes in 10 years' time that's going to be different and that we can convert ourselves into Europe-wide leaders, or at least being sort of middle rankers when it comes to really cleaning up, greening up and making more efficient our housing stock? Who thinks that's going to happen within 10 years?
To the UK Green Building Council big tent on the Village Green. We have got a really inspiring and thought-provoking 3 days of seminars and sessions.
Ben, who's in charge of sound today, he told me that it has to stay kind of here, the microphone. If it doesn't stay here, it picks up all the heavy breathing. I thought, what does he think we're going to be talking about?
It involves wombles.
Suited Uncle Bulgaria. Here you go, have a pride.
This session is about how society deals with waste.
We are going to be talking about, can industry and society ever end in a win-win?
One of the things we're challenged with is, are we fit for purpose as an industry? And that's something that, well, are we? Well, I think in parts we are. But I think what Paul Morrell is challenging us to be is to be holistically fit for the purpose of what's ahead.
You can see sometimes that there is no pull from consumers, there is no pull from the push from the capital. What you do is you come up with a clever technology in the middle, and then you influence both your customers and you influence regulation. That's where the win-win is, that people care about the environment, they care about sustainability, and they care about the people who work with them and the people they work for. And they do that all within an ethical framework. And I think that is one of the really big challenges.
What rubs you up the wrong way in the world of green building? Vote for your least favourite. What are you putting into Room 101? It is is a Green Dragon's Den session.
Do you think consumers would actually pay that level of money?
They are.
They
We've
are?
done 400 of these across the UK.
400?
Yep, and even one for Sir Paul King sitting over here.
The winner was the Straw Bales. And Barbara, well done. Congratulations.
We decided to sponsor the Green Building Council at Ecobuild this year. We think the journey the GBC on is fundamentally important for the built environment. The GBC has had a fantastic success in the first years of its existence. It's made a really big impact on government, and we just really want to be part of that journey.
We felt that we needed to be associated with UK-GBC because of the types of people that UK-GBC bring into the events. That's a real key part of it for us.
And we think the UK-GBC is so closely linked to Ecobuild that this is where we would get the best exposure at the stand with UK-GBC that we possibly could for this store.
The numbers that are here today and the numbers that are here for the reception this evening, I think are fairly indicative of the amount of interest that's being generated now and the amount of awareness that's being raised over the months and you know, the pace of change really in terms of people's attitudes to getting this right.
We intend to work with you and businesses throughout the Green Building Council to develop a business plan to show that it is possible to halve emissions from the built environment in a decade and to do it profitably.
We still have to be out there making it happen. And the fact that so many people at Ecobuild now are part of making it happen, that I'm sure you won't be too embarrassed if I see you all now as part of a great campaigning crusade to make this a reality rather than just a dream, a worthy dream.